Hey guys, and welcome back to Building with Whip. Today we got some fun stuff going on. Last episode we worked on finishing up the interior area of our first courtyard. This little guy right here, we got that building built up, and we got that face over there with our nice little arboretum garden area up there at the top, and it's all looking pretty freaking fantastic. Today we're going to be working on the outside of the castle a little bit by coming over to this area. And I wanted to make a little bit of an extension coming out to here, just a lower little rampart area, just somewhere where people can walk through. Probably at about the same height as this guy. Maybe we'll actually drop it down because we don't want to interrupt the Great Hall too much. And then I want to work on getting that side of the Great Hall built up. We're going to change up the design from what we have here and go with something a little bit more similar to what we made on that guy there. Still more peaked up than that roof is. But I do really like the idea of doing that with having the roof engraved into it instead of overhanging the edge like we did right there. I feel like it looks much more like a castle-y, strong feel. So anyways, we're going to be getting on with that today. And we got some cool stuff going on. This might actually, if I do everything correctly, this might actually be our last episode in 1.12 Minecraft as you guys know it, because I really want to get moved over to that snapshot. The reason why we haven't yet is because I don't know how to change my resource back over, and I just get all these purple and black boxes, and it's really bugging me, and I haven't quite figured that guy out yet. So I'm working on that. I'm hopefully getting it done. If I can get it done today, I will be one happy frickin' camper. So if we can get that done today, that would be freaking awesome. Not today as in during the episode, but it's something that I'm going to be working on pretty consistently over the next few days outside of making videos. So hopefully this will be the last episode in 1.12 because I really want to get into using all those trapdoors and everything and just kind of moving out into like more details, being able to do so many more things and just kind of experimenting with all the new stuff. And by now, you guys will have seen that little snapshot episode preview thing I made, talking about a war room. If you guys haven't seen that, go check that thing out. That is such a cool design. I'm so happy I was able to come up with something like that, where we can go ahead and basically just use armor stands to make an awesome looking build for a nice like keep or something, or more of a castle-y like war room somewhere where you can play in. It works with smaller scale maps than what we really had there. But for what we have available, I'm really happy with what we were able to come up with. So yeah, it was pretty easy. But yeah, so let's go ahead and get this wall built up here, and I'll meet back with you guys in just a few. You know, one of the things I love most about Minecraft is the fact that you can just take a design that you had before. Like we had this whole castle planned out to the T for where everything was going to go. And you can just change it. It doesn't matter what you do. You always have an opportunity to change up your build. And I think that is so awesome. So what we've got going on here is I made a little bit of a staircase coming down to this way. And then it kind of curves around this way and opens up to this large area before. We're going to cut this guy off straight right here. And we didn't have him going out this far into the water. What we got to do now, though, is we got to go ahead and build up some barricades. And I'm honestly thinking about we might go ahead and remove this corner, kind of curve this one off here as well. I think that might be a good idea just to kind of make it work a little bit better, add a little slight bit of separation to the thing, and that should work out a lot better for us. Yeah, so what we want to do now is get those type of things in here, which is basically just stone brick and stairs and polished andesite. So let's go ahead and hop that on our hotbar right here, and we should have enough. I do think I have some more. Yeah, we do. There's a zombie underground under here. Where are you, buddy? I don't really know, and I don't want to find out. So what I'm thinking is we go ahead and I think these are separated by 3. So if we count over 1, I'm gonna count over just 2 and do 1 like right here. And then we're gonna go over by 3. Actually, what if we just went ahead and like counted in by 2 here? What's that put you at? A 5-block gap in the middle? I can live with that. That sounds great. So, and then over here, we're actually going to go ahead and base this one off of this wall right here. I guess that part's probably going to be hidden, so that's fine. And yeah, that should be perfect. So the problem that we're having here, though, is those ones come up pretty much to the height where this guy starts. Like where we want to have the people standing on this little area for the wall, that's where those all come up. So I'm thinking we're going to drop them down to like that 2 layers below. So that guy right there, that's going to be where we start having the stone brick stairs going. So let's go ahead and see what height we're looking at right here for this guy. I believe that's going to be up one like there, and bam, and then some stairs like that. So that is looking pretty good. And then what we do right here is basically, actually that's going to be a polished andesite. Then we count down, I believe, oh, and we're on the ground. So we want to bring that guy down right there. And then we can actually go ahead and do this right here to bring this all down here as well. And maybe back up. And we want to count down, I think it's, so it's the stair, then it's polished andesite, then it's a regular block, and then it's another stair and polished andesite. And then we drop down by 2 here. So we go 1, 2. And then I believe right here we go ahead and do that bit, and we bam, bam. And we'll bring this down into the water a little bit to make it look a lot more fortified, if that makes sense. So like that, and then we can go ahead and do something. So the cool part is though, is say for now, it's gonna look kind of derpy, but we could go ahead and do something basically like this, because with 1.14 coming pretty soon, these things will actually fit in pretty well. So we're going to go ahead and do that just to kind of have it there. It's going to look a little weird right now, but I'm okay with that. Let me go ahead and get these other ones in, and I'll be back with you guys. As the night is closing in on us, I think that's looking pretty freaking solid right there for what we got going on. So yeah, I think that's pretty good. Let me go sleep away the night, and we'll come back in. Oh man, I love where these shadows are playing off on the build right now. But we're going to come back in and make one of the little hoardings, kind of like that guy right there, a little bit different. Just to mix it up a bit, and I'll be back with you guys. Probably more similar to that one up there, actually, that we're walking under right now. All right, guys, so we're back over here. I got some new stuff with me, and I went ahead and put that little bit of a line right there. That's just the polished diorite and then stone bricks kind of creating little archways. And I've been looking at this going like, something looks wrong. And I think what we need to do is come down here, avoid all the zombie sounds, and go ahead and build this guy up a little bit. So we almost have like a smaller layer right here, just kind of making the rocks look like they're kind of packed up here. And they kind of heaped all this cobblestone up to more or less fortify the lower area of it so that it makes a little bit more sense. I brought a bunch of half slabs and things in here so we can just add extra bits of height to it and variation, and also make it mob spawn proof, which is, you know, pretty important. So we can go ahead and do some bits like that, and then maybe like another guy like right here. And just something like that I think will really help bring out the build, especially, oh, hey, look at that. Well, I guess we're upside down. That's interesting. And there's our face. Okay, but yeah, something like that will really help out. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that up there, and then I'll meet you right up on top of this guy. All right, so here we are on top of this guy. And we want to go ahead and start building this thing up. So on top of these, I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit of just another line of stone brick, just to make it a little bit thicker, bring it all the way around, and bring it up to being level with ourselves. So what I wanted to do was make a bunch of the windows kind of like these guys right here, where you see it's like that, but that right there is a little bit too low. So we're actually going to raise it up 1 block. And then around the outside of this guy, we're going to go ahead. I want to do wood slabs, just kind of going around the outside of this, just to make it so the archers and whatnot can step up a little bit, if that makes a bit of sense right there. So what we're actually going to do here is above, where do we have these? So they're every 2, I believe, starting on that guy. We're going to go ahead and do a little bit action like this right here. That's not right at all. Yeah, so that you need to be broken and moved over to here, and you're good right there. So that's kind of what I want to do with that, just to give it extra little bits of detail. And I think I was thinking we could incorporate some polished andesite somehow. Oh yeah, we can. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and raise this guy up here. So this is on the right level now. And bam, 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 bam. So that's where we want to start these hoardings at pretty much. They're gonna look pretty thick. I'm hoping it's not too bulky looking, but I'm thinking we go ahead and kind of start in some right here. And we do a little action like this. And then we can go ahead and come on over here and get rid of this guy. And we can go ahead and do a little something like right there. And then on top of these, to get a little bit of a lighter tone in here, I want to do something right like that. Man, every time I think about recording, it's turning into freaking nighttime. But anyways, this is what I was thinking of. You can kind of see through these gaps pretty well, so archers could get some good shots through there. And then on the corners, I decided to just leave it a bit more open. But let's go ahead and check this out as we get to nighttime again. I need some cooked salmon on me. That is looking a little thick. Maybe we go ahead and raise those bottom stairs up a stair. Let me go ahead and try that. I'll be back with you guys. All right, guys, welcome back. So we got a lot of things that are changed up here. As you can see, I put the texture variation in. I brought those guys up a little bit, and I threw in some banners. So there's one there, and there's actually one poking out on the side of that guy. And I think this is looking pretty freaking awesome, actually. What we do need to go ahead and do in the future, though, is I want to go ahead, after we get this roof in here, I'm really thinking about building like a little flagpole or something out in this area. I don't know if it's quite wide enough. I'll show you guys this upper area if we can fly over there. These rockets, I really need to get like smaller rockets. I keep making the 3-power rockets because I'm like, I have to have the strongest ones, but it's like not the best idea because they kind of take forever to get down. Like I don't use them for that long distances usually, so I should really start just making like 2-power and deal with it. But anyways, this is what this area looks like for now. It's not totally complete. I'm gonna go ahead and light it up just to keep things a little bit safer. And yeah, so that's kind of what we're looking at on this guy. What I wanted to do now is go ahead and get a rough idea of what the face of this is going to be looking like here. We're not going to be finishing it today because this thing actually took a bit longer than I thought it would initially. So yeah, I think it'll be a good idea to do this guy through the form of a good old-fashioned time-lapse. So I'm going to go sleep this night away again, and I will see you guys on the other side of this here time-lapse. Well guys, I gotta say, we accomplished a lot today. So we got this cool setup going on right here. I'm really pumped to see where this goes, and we are in aqua mode right now. We got our fWhip, and let's go ahead and get over to the land here real quick so we're not bobbing all over the frickin' place. Perfect, much better. Yeah, so this plan right here, as you can see, we're gonna be putting some cool big windows in there, and there, and there. I'm thinking we're gonna do some like red stained glass, maybe some yellow, red and yellow comboed stained glass or something like that. Up at the top, we got some more windows that are gonna be going in there. Obviously, that guy right there is gonna be a tower. We're gonna make it look super freaking cool. And yeah, we just got lots of room to add more detail in here. I wanna incorporate like anvils below those stone walls right up there. I was trying to think of the word for that. And then we'll do some more like, I don't know, fancy bits of detail right along that guy, just kind of linking it all up and making it more detailed and all that stuff. And of course, all the texture variation. And I do want to change that area up there actually quite a bit. So we're going to see how that all works out. But guys, that is all I got time for today. We managed to build a lot of stuff. And like I said before, I'm going to try and get us in these snapshots starting in next episode. They seem stable enough right now. I can't wait to see where we take this castle. So thank you guys so much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed this episode of Building with Whip, where we worked on a lot of stuff, building up the walls kind of going around the castle. Anyways, guys, please leave a comment down below on what you guys would like to see next. That is always super helpful to figure out where you guys want me to be taking this build first. Also, please hit that like button if you did enjoy, subscribe if you loved it, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. See ya!